Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ben, this is Ben Talks Bowls, and welcome of course to this video where Manchester United have just qualified to the UEFA Champions League after beating Leicester City at the King Power 2-0. The goals coming of course from Bruno Fernandes from the spot and Jesse Lingard in the dying seconds of the match. I can just say I am glad it's all over because the past 2 weeks have not been kind to my mental health. They were absolutely. Oh, my heart could not take any more of it. Anyways, we're into the top four. We're into the Champions League. We finished third in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first full season. And what can I say? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has really done an underrated job with this team. What can I say? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done a phenomenal turnaround this season. How many detractors did he have? How many people thought he was out of his depth? How many people called him a PE teacher that was lucky to be into his job? Well, he's proven all of you wrong because a lot of people were predicting Manchester United to plummet to 6th or 7th. But guess what? They're into the Champions League and they're in past Leicester City and above Chelsea all the way in third. If you had expected Manchester United to finish third, considering the troubles and tribulations that we had suffered midway through the season, oh, then you're truly our prophet because we've had some horrible results, losses to the likes of Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. We drew and dropped points in crucial fixtures against the likes of Wolves, against the likes of Southampton, and yet we get over the line. Talking about the match, obviously we weren't the best. We looked tired as we have been for the past 5 games or so, but this time I've seen fight. I've seen passion. I've seen a real will and desire to get that result. You saw Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Harry Maguire really shouting and really looking impassioned during the match. They looked like they wanted to win. They looked like they were craving Champions League football. And that's what I expect from Manchester United players. It's the least I can expect from people wearing the Manchester United shirt. And there we go. Despite Leicester's domination, despite Leicester's constant pressure to force the issue, to force themselves past us into the top four, we managed to sneak over the line. We weren't at our best, but we still claimed all 3 points at the King Power Stadium. We weren't at our best, certainly not. Marcus Rashford again had a particularly poor game. Bruno Fernandes looked absolutely knackered, and Anthony Martial, I think he had a weird reluctance to have a final ball and shoot, because there are a couple occasions where he could have scored, but unfortunately not. But it doesn't matter. Manchester United have snuck past Leicester and Chelsea into third. Let me just comment, Paul Pogba had I think a really solid game in terms of his overall distribution on the ball, his overall calmness, that progression, that confidence he brought because of Leicester's domination. The second it got to Paul Pogba, we could just take a breather and go in front and to push forward, knowing that Paul Pogba could carry the ball confidently. I think that's an invaluable attribute that the Frenchman offers to the club. Victor Lindelof as well, having a phenomenal performance. Harry Maguire, maybe in terms of performance-wise, not captaining-wise, had a poor performance, yeah. He let the players give him a runabout a couple times. He got a sloppy yellow card. But overall, Victor Lindelof was the best defender on the pitch, covering the space well, finding interceptions, clearing the ball when we needed it to be, and being that calm presence to play out the back towards our players like Paul Pogba, and of course our fullbacks when we needed him to. That's solid. Maybe he's trying to prove to all of us fans that he deserves to be within the starting 11, with Manchester United looking for another centre-back signing in the summer. Well, it is the summer, in the transfer window. I'm just happy that Manchester United managed to will themselves over the line and will themselves into the top four, despite how tumultuous things have been. What's important now is we get our important rest. We can rest players again against LASK, who we do have to play in the Champions League round of 16, and eventually progress and win Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first piece of silverware as a Manchester United manager. We cannot go 3 years without a trophy, so that Europa League title is absolutely important for us to get a proper kickstarter, for us to properly gain momentum to push into the following season and to win more and more trophies, because that's what I hope Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to bring to this Manchester United team. That Europa League presents itself to us as a phenomenal opportunity to really ingrain winning within these young core of players. And I hope we can push on, knowing that we have the breaks in play, knowing that we have the proper rest that this team truly needs, considering how tired they've been. But the important thing to note is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer managing to get Manchester United into the Champions League for that extra bit of revenue and to attract top-level talent to the club. Top-level talent like Jadon Sancho, who I truly hope we do sign to add an extra amount of quality into our attacking play, that extra amount of creativity that is offered from our forward players to help the likes of Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial and Mason Greenwood get more and more goals. That is exactly what I'm hoping for with the addition of Jadon Sancho into this lineup. Hopefully in the coming weeks we'll be watching the transfer news very, very closely to see if Jadon Sancho does find his way back to Manchester, but this time in the red half. Certainly I know I will not be coping well hearing news day after day of Jadon Sancho's possible movements here and there. It's not going to be good for my heart, as has this previous week, which I'm glad is over. Manchester United are into the Champions League, thank God. You know, I've watched Manchester United play cup finals, in the Europa League, in the FA Cup, in the League Cup, and I've even watched them play in the Champions League final, which they of course lost against Barcelona. But I've never felt this nervous for a match. I've never fully felt the weight of an occasion this badly. Manchester United truly needed to get all 3 points to push themselves into the Champions League, and get those 3 points we did. I'm pleased, truly. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done all he had to do this season in getting a chop and change team. He cleared out the likes of Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez, having to deal with a squad managed by 3 previous managers and shaping it into his own image. That's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done. He's transitioned this team beautifully to set themselves up for future success. And now it's the time for Ed Woodward and the board to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get the signings he requires. I think we need extra depth in midfield to cover for Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. I think we need another right-sided forward to help compensate for the lack of overall creativity coming down that side. We need another left back to truly challenge Luke Shaw, because I don't think Brendan Williams is a natural left back. And of course, we need another centre back. Number one for depth, considering we're losing the likes of Phil Jones, Marcos Rojo and Chris Smalling, and to add more competition and more quality to our defense overall, to get rid of those sloppy mistakes that we've seen from the likes of Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire have shown throughout the season, despite my praise of them in the previous game. So overall, Manchester United need to be backed by the board in order to continue this progression, this steady, gradual shift towards the right direction, which Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is steering. Ed Woodward, get your wallet out. We're gonna need tons of transfers, at least 3, in my opinion, to actually challenge properly and comfortably within the Champions League next season. Hopefully we do it. But I'm just going to end this here. I'm going to forget all the negativity that was spouted by even me in the previous weeks, and I'm just going to go into the season's break for now with an air of confidence and an air of positivity for Manchester United's future, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the helm. He had his doubters, and he's proved them wrong. Manchester United have finished third, the third best team in England, looking at the table. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time, hopefully.